All right. Hello, guys. I'm going to be doing an impromptu, or kind of not impromptu, but unedited, just in-depth kind of tutorial on how to add on-off switches into your hack on-off blocks. So there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to need GPS. You're going to need the switch blocks themselves. You're going to need YY-CHR and a ROM to work on, and also Lunar Magic. And I'll put all the things you need in the description. So let's go ahead and just open up our ROM in Lunar Magic. So we'll go desktop. Let's see, this is the wrong one. We want this one. Open up this, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to extract our graphics from our ROM. Okay, and then we're going to come back. So now we come back to our folder and we see that we have graphics and extra graphics. And so I think the first thing we should do is make our on-off block. So we'll just take any one of these files, we'll copy it. I took graphics 1B, and we are going to paste it into our extra graphics folder, and we're going to rename this. I'm going to rename it extra graphics 80, and then we'll open it with YY-CHR. Give it a second, and then we are going to go to 4BPP for SNES, and we do not need any of this, so we're just going to delete it. And now, alright, so let's go to our 8x8, and now we can make our block that we want. So let's just make a simple block. Also, here, let me also show you that you can open up your palette editor, and export level palette to file, and we'll save that in our folder as just palette, save, and we'll come back to YY-CHR, and now we have the option to open a palette, and we can see the actual colors that are in Lunar Magic. So now if we look at these, they should be the same. So we have the blues, the other blues, the browns, and the greens, and we can make our blocks. Let's just take the palette 2. This is palette row 2, and we'll just make a quick little block real quick. Quick little on-off block. We'll just go like this, and we'll fill it in with like a light green. Sure. So there's our on-off block on state. And next, what we need to do is, well, we also need to make an off state. So why don't we just do that? We'll just make oops. We'll go here and we'll just make some, go black again, and we'll make some little outlying dots. And these aren't going to be perfect, but just for demonstration purposes, we'll make our little off state. And now here's an important step that you need to do is, so we need to put these these are 8x8, so each one of these is an 8x8, 8 pixels by 8 pixels. We're going to put them into a line from top left to bottom right. So we go, oops, go top left, or you go top right, top left, top right, bottom left, and then bottom right. And we're going to do the same thing with this block. We're going to put these up here in order, and this will be important later. I'll get back to that. And then we are going to, so we don't even need these this block. I mean, you can keep them for editing purposes if you want to change your block after you're done. And then it makes it easier, and then we'll just save. We'll close this out. We'll come back to Lunar Magic. We're going to hit this yellow mushroom, and we are going to insert. the graphics that we just made. All right, so now that our graphics are done, let's actually put the block into our ROM. So we come to we have our switches here. We have our switch act, switch hurt, switch kill, all these different things that we can have. We're just going to do switch act. We're going to open switch act, and the first thing we're going to do is look at the exclamation point switch line. And right now it is on off switch. Perfect. I don't think this is the default. I think the default is blue P switch, but you want to change this to 14 AF. And then we will take that and we're going to make another one. So these won't all be in here. Sorry. Let me just delete all these. Okay. So we're going to copy this now, paste it, and we are going to rename it to whatever you want. It's going to be the reverse act. So this is from going off to on. So this first one is from like on to off, and then this will be off to on, and vice versa. So we'll name it switch reverse act .asm, and we'll save that. Oops, sorry. We don't want to save it just yet. We open it, and we need to change this value, the reversed value, to 1. And then we save it. We can close it, and now we have our switch act and our switch reverse act. And we're going to move this switch folder. We're just going to cut this, and we're going to put it into our blocks folder inside of GPS. Oops. Let me close this. Try again. There we go. There's our switch blocks. So next, what we want to do is we want to open up our list.txt, and if you don't have one for some reason, I know sometimes it doesn't have one for some reason, you just go new text document and just name it list.txt, and you semicolon GPS block list. We're going to go down to the second row. We're going to type in, or first we go to Lunar Magic. Sorry, like I said, this is a little bit unorganized, so I'm sorry. I will hit all the steps though. We're going to find a block that we want to turn into our on-off blocks and give it this specific property in map 16. So let's just take block 200 and the block 201. You can do it with any block. You could take block 350, block 273. We're going to do 200 and 201. So we'll do 201 colon 0130. This is just the cement block. And then we are going to tab, and we are going to take our file. So it is in switch. It is in the switch folder. So we'll do switch slash. And then let's see, what was it called? We are in the switch folder and switch act.asm. Switch act.asm. There's an underscore in there. And then for the next one, we're going to hit enter, and then, sorry, this should be 202 or 200. And for this one, we'll do 201 0130 tab switch folder switch reverse act.asm, and then we will save this, and then we are going to run GPS. So when you click on that, it should bring up this little box here, and then we are going to find our ROM, drag it in. Oh, alright, it's important, we gotta save a level first in Lunar Magic. Sorry, let's move this, save, and let's try again. Alright, let's try one more time. If we drag it in here. Oh. Alright, alright, alright. Open up GPS one more time. Put the tutorial ROM in here. All blocks applied successfully. Alright, so let's go back to Lunar Magic and reload our ROM. And then we come down to 200 and 201, we can see that now they say acts as 25 if a specific switch is active, and acts as 25 is if a specific switch isn't active. So this is where we want to put our graphics for our on-off blocks. And to do that, so we already did all the steps necessary for that. So we're gonna open up our red poison mushroom super graphics bypass, and then we are going to change our AN2 graphics to the graphics file that we made earlier, which was 80. And then we are going to open up our 8x8 graphics editor window, and then you will hit Control Shift Page Down while on the 8x8 tile editor, and it will unlock every tile, every page of graphics for you to view. And we can see now that our on-off blocks are in our tile editor. And we're going to make a note of what tile these are on. So down here it says what tile. So we have the top left corner is on tile 780 of our first block, and the second block starts at 784. So that's important. So now we're going to open up, let's see if I can open this up, and then so here is our edit level extended animation frames. So on-off blocks are animated. They turn on, they turn off. So you have to give them frames of animation for their on and off states. And to do that, we're going to look at we're going to do, so this is also where we made our line, our 8x8 line of 4 blocks, just like this. We're going to do type 4 8x8's line, and type 4 8x8's line, and then we're going to have the trigger be an on-off. And then first we will do, so this block starts at 780, so we will do 780, and then we will do the second block, which started at 784. And then our destination. So our destination is also important. Your destination will be what tile on your 8x8 tile editor it will take up. So you can only have so many of these tiles. This is basically your whole tile set for your level right here. And we need to take a tile set that isn't, or a destination that isn't going to be used in our level. So let's take these bushes. These bushes, we probably won't use them in our level. So we'll look down here again to see what tile they're on. This bush starts at tile C0. So let's go ahead and overwrite that. We'll change our destination for our on-off blocks to be C0. We hit OK, and there we go. Our on-off blocks are now in our 8x8 tile editor. And we're going to do the same thing for our other block, our off block. So you're going to copy this slot, go to the next slot down, paste slot, and we're going to reverse the frames. So instead of going from off to on, it'll go from on to off. So we'll do 780. So we have to start with the off block, which is 784, and then we'll do this one, 780. And then we need to change the destination because we can't have the same destination, obviously. So we'll just take the one below that, which is D0, tile D0, this row below. D0, hit OK, and now our off block is right here. So now that we have our destination ready and everything, we can come back here and we can go and do this, do our destination here, D0, D1, D2, D3. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry, I didn't even click on it. D1, sorry, D0, start D0, D0, D1, D2, D3. Okay, so there's our off block right there. We have our off block now in our map 16, and we'll come here and we'll do the same thing for our other one. C0, C1, C2, C3. Now we have our other one, our on state block. And so now what we want to do is, so we had, our palette was different, so they were supposed to be black and green. So we'll go to palette 2, which was the palette we first chose at the beginning when we made the graphic, and then we can place the block in here. So now we have this. Now we have our on-off blocks, and we'll have them act as 130. If you wanted them to act as death blocks, for example, you change the act as to 12F. And then they would act as munchers when they were on, for example. So let's see if I can go ahead and test this, because we should be all done now. I have to connect my controller, and we'll load up the level and we'll check. Okay, let's see if we did it. Get through the intro and see if I can fast forward this. Alright, we'll go to, I believe this is Yoshi's Island 1. Oh, okay, so important thing that I always forget to do. Save your map 16. It happens to everyone. Just don't forget to save your map 16. And also, I forgot to add an on-off switch, so I'm very smart. All right, we'll also delete this fella here, and we'll save, and we are going to reload the game, and this should be good. All right. Let's see. This block is not solid. This block is solid. Hit the on off. This block is solid. This block is not solid. Also, the on off sprite is a little bit weird because sprite stuff. But yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you get on off switches, on off blocks into your level. Thank you for watching. I'll be doing more tutorials in the future, and yeah, take care.